edit that.
Go ahead. Oh gosh.
Cheers to the 20s.
Yes.
Hey, plus ones. I'm Ashley,
And I'm DeCarlo.
and together we're threesome minus one. And today we're giving you a little topic of.
Conversation, a little relationship topic.
So stay tuned
A little girl talk.
to see what we're talking about.
All right.
All right, guys.
Stay tuned.
So y'all, it's still my birthday. So we're just drinking,
More.
sipping,
Talking, girl talk.
girl talk. And honestly, guys, I can't wait. I almost did yours. I can't wait for next weekend. We're gonna have Memorial Day weekend,
Yes.
and we're gonna have plenty more conversations.
Yes, we are.
So, girl, with that
And
being
views.
said, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. So with that being said, I've always been kind of stuck in between sleeping with someone too early.
Mhm.
Like me personally, nothing about anybody else.
Mhm.
Like, so what do you think about sleeping with somebody on the first date, and or just sleeping with somebody just in the first maybe weeks
Mm-hmm.
of getting to know them? Like, what do you think about
Yeah.
that? I've always struggled with that.
Well, I mean, if we're being totally honest, and we all grown, I've never slept with somebody on the first date. Never done that. Not saying that I wouldn't. I still got a lot more life to live. We don't know. But I mean, nothing wrong with it, not judging anybody. I never have done that, but I definitely have too early. Like, within the first week, too early. Yes, I will admit I have. And clearly I'm single.
But listen, don't say that. Don't say that as if
But that's not
the
why.
reason you're
That's
single.
definitely not
Right,
why.
right.
No.
And listen, I haven't done that either. So I'm not saying that as if I'm saying she should. I'm just saying that I just know whatever you do, it can be a decision of how things go depending on who you're dealing with. But for the most part, I've heard so many stories of people who have sex too soon or early and they're together. So I've always struggled with that because I have not had sex on the first date either. I wouldn't want to, because even if the chemistry is there,
It's a hell of a date.
well, I'm more of a monogamy type person. Like MJ Harris. Oh my God, I am with you, babe. I'm so with you. Like, no matter what Corey
MJ.
says, like, damn, that's Sharon, whoever.
We were rooting for you, Corey. We were all rooting for you.
Damn you, Corey, because you knew what
Corey full of
MJ was about.
Full
But
of-
I'm like
anyway.
MJ, like, regardless of whatever, I want to be with one person. I want that one person to want to be with me only. So I hold off. I don't even want to use the word hold off because it's not like I'm doing it for a game. I'm programmed to try to keep it under control myself until I feel like we're going somewhere.
Right.
Now, like DeCarlo had said, have I done that still too soon? Yes.
And
I
we all
still
have
done that too soon.
Probably 2% of the female population can say that they haven't. So
Why are they speaking
no
like that,
judgment. With the police right behind them.
girl? That was the police. Two
Oh.
of them. That's
Come
what
to
I'm
get
saying.
us.
Ooh, pull over that ass too fat. You killed me.
Y'all, the champagne kicking in.
Thank you, champagne.
But back to the subject. I mean, okay, the again, we all grown. We're having conversation here. The times that I have done that, it definitely wasn't like a hit and quit type of thing. We definitely still talked. We definitely still dated after that. Of course, it just didn't pan out. But I can't say that having sex too soon was the reason that it didn't pan out. And I mean, sex is definitely an important part of any relationship, whether it's a situationship, relationship, marriage. It's important. I mean, it is. It is. It is to me anyway. So you can't. I mean, if there's a physical attraction there, you can't deny yourself. Okay, well, I mean, okay, getting back to the subject. The times that I have had sex too soon, or so to speak too soon, because there's no set timeline that you should be on. I mean, I know we have viewers of all ages here, so there's no set time frame that you should necessarily be on when you feel it's right, unless you're under 18. Then just don't do it. But it's a fine line between denying yourself your desires, and if you want somebody like in that way and you crave somebody in that way, to hold off for what? But at the same time, it's like, if you're in a situation where you think he is the type of person that will be gone afterwards, then you need to be doing it anyway.
And see, that's the fine line I think people probably struggle with, is because you don't know if they're going to be over and done after it. Some people can put up a very strong front that they like you, they want to spend time with you, be with you. Shit, look at Corey, MJ.
Right.
He didn't say he was going to be gone.
Even the experts get duped
but
sometimes.
After you guys had sex,
that was it.
He then was like, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, like I'm not being monogamous. Like I'm wanting more than one partner. And we can all say we should have these conversations in the beginning, but how do you know what conversations to have? Because there's so many conversations to have. So that's my thing. We should all ask questions. We should all talk to the person, but it's so much to put out there that I feel like it's bullshit. Like, how somebody vibe is. You know what they're talking about to you. You know how they say they feel about their ex relationships. So I think it's bullshit when people hear these things and they overlook them because they're selfish ways of wanting to get whatever they want to get from you, knowing that this is not what you stand for, basically.
Right.
So yes, we still have to have conversations, and yes, we need to talk to that person, but everything is not or cannot necessarily be laid out on the table in the beginning, because it's so much that you need to talk about. For instance, again, MJ in the Corey situation, MJ has talked about...
We're talking about MJ Harris, by the way. If you don't follow him, go follow him.
Yes. He had talked about so much relationship situations, and how he wants to have a partner, to where I would have thought that Corey, without MJ saying, do you want to be monogamous, that Corey understood that.
Because all MJ preaches and teaches and says out of his mouth is, okay, I used to be party boy, this type of person, but now I'm looking for something real. I want kids.
Exactly.
I'm looking for something monogamous. I want marriage. That's all that you ever hear come out of his mouth. So
that's exactly what I'm saying. So without it had been said from MJ, and we use an example, this is a very relevant example, it shouldn't have to have been said, or MJ probably wasn't even thinking to ask that, because he said so much in other ways. So much in other ways that...
They talked about it. Corey changed his mind from one video to the next. I don't want kids to I want kids.
No, from sex to sex.
Right.
Or from thinking I'm going to get sex. So with that being said, that's why I think most people are afraid to have that sex on the first date, even if they feel that chemistry, because they know what they want, and they probably sense different from the other person, and they know it's not going to be a match. So instead of brushing you off, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to try to date you.
Right.
I'm going to try to spend time with you and see you, to see if my perception was wrong. And a lot of times the perception is right. They probably just want to fuck. So that's why people hold out more.
Right. That's why people should hold out more. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. I mean, unless you are just... There's something to be said for just being a sexual person, just to want to get what you can get, just to have that feel good, that sensation, what we all get out of having sex. But you have to communicate if that's all that you want. That's all that there is to it. I mean, if you don't communicate that's all that you want and that's all that you're looking for, then you're just leading people on, and that's not right.
That's
just dishonest. It's not cool. You're messing somebody else up for the next person. Because I mean, someone's not only going to get played but so many times before they become
the player.
Right. Right. Or become bitter, or become closed off, or become just not willing to try again. And that's a sad situation.
Yeah.
So I mean, who are you to do that to somebody when all you had to say was, all I want is this? You never know, this might be all they want too. So go ahead and put it out there.
Or maybe it wasn't all they want, but they liked you so much or wanted to get to know you so much that they actually can store that feeling of monogamy, put it in the box, and still deal with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Just put it on the table.
You
whatever
can like
you want.
someone, and they can be upfront with you, and you can say, you know what, I choose to still deal with them. Mm-hmm. So therefore, you're not going to come in with those strong feelings.
Mm-hmm. Or if you do, then that's your fault.
Well, if you do, you're going to learn how to shelter that. Like, you're going to put it away and say, he told me, you know, I need to check myself, get myself together.
Yeah.
He
It
told
happens
me.
every day, though.
Right.
It happens. So that brings up the point. Okay, so labels. You have your just sex, you have your situationships, you have your relationships, and beyond. So how important is having a label to you?
Very important. It
Me
is.
too.
Because I want to know where we are. I don't want to guess. I don't want to assume. Because it's been circumstances of my own that I've been dealing with, you know, a person at a time. And to me, we're doing all the things that if I considered you my man, I would do. Like, let you meet my family, call you all the time, check up on you all the time, want to plan things with you. Those are things I do with people who I want to be with or get to know more on a serious level. So when you have people, a man for my opposite, that I'm around his friends and his family, I'm spending the night often, I'm the person he calls when he has a question, a problem, like that to me is like, that means a lot. Because it means a lot, because I would do that for somebody that I think that means a lot to me. So that's confusing, not to know where you are, because nowadays, from what I've seen and heard, a man can do that and that you can mean nothing to them. Nothing.
I met a couple mamas.
Right?
I met quite a few mamas.
Right.
I've been on, you know, a trip or two, met the friends, hung out with the friends. All of the above, and still we're not in a relationship. I don't know where you got that from. So you can't assume. You really cannot assume. Like the actions have to be there and the words have to be there too. Like, I mean, what Steve Harvey said. I know a lot of people aren't into Steve Harvey, but was it profess, protect, and provide? And that profess is so important.
It means a lot. Listen,
it does.
You see that? You see that video I put on my Instagram?
Which one?
Marsha, I love you, Marsha. When he was like off balance and he was like
I hadn't seen it.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna show you right quick.
I ain't been on there in a couple days today.
I know you haven't. And I know why you haven't.
Oh my God.
I love you, Marsha.
Manala from this thing, a wicked girl, Marsha.
Where's Sylvia? Come on, come
a wicked girl, Marsha.
Come on, come
here. You this place, now rain out with me.
Come on, come here.
Hey,
come on, come here. Come on, come here.
Marsha,
come on, come here.
Marsha, we're not moving. That's how I'm calling. Yo, brother, watch your phone to me, brother.
Come on, come here.
Marsha, you see, I'm gonna disgrace me out here, Marsha.
Every day you come and
Marsha,
talk
you see,
music.
Marsha. Marsha, me love you.
Come on,
you never find a man that can love you, so yet, Marsha, you're a deal with man, so you're a wicked girl, you know, come out there, you know.
Girl, how funny is that? He's like, oh, fuck that. I don't care what kind of environment, situation I'm in. I'm standing my ground. I'm standing my ground. Yeah, so basically, profess, baby. Profess that love like that. We're not moving, Marsha. pressure me not moving.
Right. That's right.
Falling and everything. He don't give a. He never stopped. He didn't stop. One thing what his intentions was to tell her. He said, "I love you, Marsha."
I know that's right.
So yeah, titles are very important. I feel like I don't want to guess what we are, what we're doing, what I am to you, what you are to me. I don't want to act like a grade school kid who's like, well, they should know.
Right.
I gave him a kiss. Like,
right.
You know, I think we should be adult enough to express our feelings and to tell each other how we feel. And yes, in early stages, you know, in maturing within myself, I have been afraid to express how I feel to people. Actually, I didn't even know how to express how I felt to people, to be honest. And I've been through relationships where after the fact, I'm like, damn, if I would have said this, or if I would have said that, or if I would have expressed something.
I've been told that.
Really?
Like, had you said this or had you put your foot down here, then we could have been more than what we were, but you let me.
And that's crazy.
What's that Bryson Tiller song? Girl, you only put you because you let him?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's crazy because people are in different stages in life, and people grow up differently and learn things differently from inside their home and environment. And I think it's very unfair that we don't know our feelings and express our feelings to maybe help a person with that, with their feelings, because I have always been a mature person for my age, but with maturity comes growth and knowledge. And when you become a certain age, you know, you can reflect back and say, hey, I wasn't mature for that. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't know about that. And then it leaves you with a little bit of regret. And it's funny because I always see like memes and conversations of people who say like, do you ever regret anything? And a lot of the answers and responses be like, no, I don't ever regret anything. And I'm stuck wondering like, how? Because I regret some things. Like, I really do. I regret some things. And not that I want to be with the crowd or a follower, because I'm not.
You would go back and relive.
Oh my God, I would. I definitely would go back and redo some things if I was given the opportunity. And it just amazes me because, like I said, when you see those conversations, a lot of people say, I don't ever regret anything. You should never regret anything. And maybe you shouldn't regret anything. But I'm stuck with the feeling that I do regret.
Yeah.
I do regret some things.
But everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason. And that's why I most definitely can respect and love someone who is not afraid to let you know where we are, what we're doing, what they're looking for. Just a conversation, just for expression, just for topic, just for knowing, just for acknowledgement. Like titles to me definitely needs to happen.
Now on the flip side of that, I wholeheartedly agree. But on the flip side of that, just because you have a title doesn't stop anyone from doing what they're going to do.
No, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother whoop ass.
It is.
You know, like, that's just another step in the process.
But if you told me it was going to be this, then you can't go back and say, we're not a couple.
Yeah.
We're just kicking it.
We're acting according to
If we have that title in place, then society and our own relationships and boundaries that we set in our relationship has set how we act in this relationship. So if you're my man, if you're my boyfriend, my significant other, whatever you want to call it, if we've had that conversation and said this is us, we're exclusive, then you know what you're not supposed to be doing, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And people just need to listen.
That gives me another, go ahead, but I'm going to ask you something.
Let's just chop it up and just whatever audience we have,
What?
I'm just saying, I will hope we have mature audiences, and not to exclude the growing mature people, not at all. But I'm right now reaching for a mature audience who have experienced some life experiences. You know what I mean? We just need to get better with expressing ourselves and telling people what our intentions are, how we feel, what we expect, emotion. Just let's do it. Let's not be afraid, because I have been so afraid to do that. I can, clear as day in my mind, I can see times when I've been around people and they've done things like try to touch my hand and I pulled back, try to give me a hug, and I kind of was like, drawed in, told me something very sentimental, and I maybe didn't say anything. Whatever. I can remember those times clear as day, and I wish that I would have known better and been a little more mature with my expressions to have respond or took that hand touch and not jerk back, because honestly,
that is all the difference.
That was not my intention. That was not how I actually felt. It was more of covering, like me trying to hide, you know what I mean, like me like you know what I mean, but me not being comfortable with myself or the situation to know, like, relax, this is cool, it's okay. And that comes sometimes for people, not everyone, but some people, that comes with time, with maturity and growing and experiences. And some people have it from day one. Kudos to you guys. But some people, it's a learning experience, and I just want us mature people to get better with that in your dating life, in your marriages, in your relationships, to express yourself in a positive way. Express yourself.
Yeah, she said that. I got a question though. That brings up a question. So, what is cheating to you? Because cheating is not the same thing to everybody. I'm gonna answer too, but what's cheating to you?
Cheating to me is doing something with another person that you wouldn't feel comfortable with me finding out, or you coming to me and talking to me about. Because I won't say cheating is, I was getting ready to say that cheating is something that you wouldn't do yourself, but you might do this and think it's okay. So that wouldn't be reciprocal.
Gotcha.
So it would be better to say that cheating is something that you are afraid to tell me about, your spouse about, your connection about, you're scared to have your phone upside instead of downside, because that person calls, you get this jitter. That's cheating, like something that you're hiding, basically. That's cheating to me.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll break it down a little bit more technical, because actual cheating to me is physical touch or emotional connection that I don't like. That's actual cheating to me. If you kiss somebody, you sleep with somebody, you have an inappropriate relationship at work, even if you never touch her, if y'all are going to lunch every day and you know this is your work wife, that is cheating to me. Now, and those are things messages that you would hide from me. These are things that you would hide. You would tell me, hey babe, I'm going to lunch with Carlo every day, and she made my heart flutter. I can't wait for 1:30. Like, that's cheating. I think that's the act of cheating. But at the same time, I think that text messages, thoughts, double taking, looking at butts and all that type of stuff, I think that's dishonest, that's inappropriate behavior that can be corrected, but I don't necessarily classify that as actual cheating. I just think it's something we need to talk about, and if you can't stop it, then oh well, oh well with the whole thing, throw the whole relationship away. Because I mean, at that point, what do we have if I can't trust you?
Right.
But I think that once you cross that boundary of physical touch or that emotional, I look forward to seeing this other person every day.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is cheating to me.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's some more.
It's all wrong.
It's all wrong, and that's more of an express point of view. Exactly what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't come and tell your wife or your girl that, hey, like I said, you're going to lunch every day
Right.
with a certain person, or hey, you have these conversations and text messages every day with this person. Like, you have to be very choosy of the interaction that you have with the opposite sex or the same sex, if you're a bisexual person, of how you are responding to another person outside your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because very flirtatious, that's cheating if you want at will, because
Yeah.
that definitely could lead to the inappropriate touches, the inappropriate conversations, text messages, that can lead to one day somebody's vulnerable and say, hey, come over.
Mm-hmm. True. How do you feel about strip clubs?
I like strip clubs.
Okay. Would you let him? I do too. Would you let him go with his boys, or would you have to be there with him?
I don't mind him going with his boys. Now, if it's an every weekend thing,
No.
that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because that's
taken away from us.
Well, that's a pattern that, again, could lead to something that shouldn't happen. That's kind of like a addiction, I would say, if you're going every weekend. But by all means, I like strip clubs. I can enjoy a good ass shake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't mind him going with his boys, but I would want to go sometimes with him. I would want him sometimes to say, hey,
Yeah.
I'm going to the strip club, you should come.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I don't want to come, it's probably a plus for him, but it shouldn't be
Because they
a
get more
thing.
attention without us there. We get the attention.
Sometimes they get attention when we're there, because you got this one or two women around 5 or 10 guys.
Yeah.
And so they want to know, like, most people are intrigued with that. Like, oh,
True.
No, most women are come straight to a woman.
Yeah.
Because now that's sexy.
Yeah.
That I'm over you. A woman is over a woman. And then the guys are just throwing their money.
Yeah.
So,
in my experience, it seems like they ignore the guy. They just be
yeah.
over here.
Right, it would be.
Yeah.
Or the guy might, in comfort, say, go give her a lap dance.
Yeah. Yeah.
To make you feel comfortable. And then I would say, hey, baby, now you go give him a lap dance.
Right. Right. It's all money, so whatever.
And it's all about
To
comfort.
them.
So if most guys play that scenario where they made their woman feel more comfortable, then she would want to make you feel more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And we all win-win.
Yeah.
Bam.
Okay. I can dig it.
Dig it, baby. All right. I think this might be the last round.
Last little bit. Thank you.
You get the last. You get the last.
Last drop.
Yeah, we playing on something else. It's all in fun. All enjoying this life to live. Because
right.
on another topic, what do you think about reincarnation?
Reincarnation.
On another topic.
Next time.
Next time. Reincarnate this thing.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
Just to conclude, I'm a relationship. Well, I'm a label type of person. I want to know where we are, what we're doing. I think DeCarlo is the same way.
I do.
And
Yeah.
as far as the sleeping with a person on the first night, I think we both still agree that that's not something that we want to do.
I don't want to do it, but do what you want to do. I don't knock it.
No,
but
I don't knock it.
I don't see myself as of May 16th, 2020. I don't see myself doing it. But we'll see.
I don't knock it. Agree with her. I just something is for me, and not to say that I won't ever do it. I just have not done it. So, with that being said, those are our conclusions. We had a wonderful evening.
Yes.
Once again,
Enjoy the champagne.
champagne was
And kick it.
excellent. Got us
Beautiful
where we need to
weather.
be. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll see you guys next weekend. We'll be in Maryland area, DC area. I can't wait.
So it's one of us gonna be our second vlog.
Yes. So we'll definitely have footage and videos and pictures for you guys for next weekend. And until then, I'm Ashley. Instagram at Wilfong, which is WILFOUNG.
And I'm DeCarlo. Instagram CutieCarlo, CUTIECARLO. And we are threesome minus one. Cheers. Bye, guys.
Bye.